Hi guys, welcome back to Flick Finesse. This October 2025, Netflix, Peacock, and Paramount Plus are serving up some of the most thrilling movies you can stream right now. From mind-bending psychological twists to heart-pounding action, these films have something for every thriller fan. I've rounded up the top 12 picks that will keep you guessing, tense, and completely hooked. So, settle in, grab your favorite snack, and let's check out the best thrillers streaming this month. Number 12. Fight or Flight. Lucas Reyes is a former secret agent who has long left his violent past behind. But when he's forced to board an international flight to protect a mysterious hacker known only as the Ghost, chaos quickly erupts. What was meant to be a quiet extraction turns into a deadly mid-air ambush, as assassins, mercenaries, and double agents reveal themselves one by one. The entire film takes place inside the plane, turning the narrow aisles and cramped cabins into a non-stop battlefield. Josh Hartnett plays Lucas with a perfect mix of exhaustion, sarcasm, and intensity. A man who's clearly seen too much, but still knows how to survive. There's dark humor, brutal close-quarters fights, and moments so over-the-top they almost feel comic book-like. Despite a familiar setup, the movie keeps you hooked with its slick direction, clever fight choreography, and unexpected tonal shifts between serious tension and absurd fun. Number 11. Sinister 2. After the events of the first film, Sinister 2 moves the story to a quiet farmhouse where a mother and her twin sons are hiding, trying to escape their troubled past. But this house hides something darker, something already marked by evil. The mysterious figure Bughoul once again makes his presence felt through those disturbing home videos that seem to show unspeakable things. This time, the focus shifts to the children as they slowly fall under his influence. The movie keeps that eerie feeling. The old tapes still send chills, and the silence in the house feels heavy. But compared to the first part, the scares are more expected, and the tension doesn't hit as hard. Still, James Ransone does a solid job, bringing a bit of emotion and awkward humor to a story surrounded by darkness. Sinister 2 may not be as terrifying as the original, but it keeps the same creepy atmosphere alive. A slow-burning horror about guilt, fear, and things that watch from the shadows. Number 10. 30 Days of Night. In the small town of Barrow, Alaska, the sun sets for a full month every year, and as darkness falls, the town's peace disappears too. Sheriff Eben and a few residents prepare for the long night, but they could never imagine what's coming. A group of bloodthirsty vampires arrives, using the endless darkness as their perfect hunting ground. Cut off from the world, no sunlight, no help, only survival. As the days pass, the fear grows and the line between hope and horror fades. At first glance, it might look like a regular vampire slasher, but 30 Days of Night turns out to be much more. It's a cold, brutal, and atmospheric survival horror. Instead of relying on jump scares, it builds tension through silence, dread, and desperation. The snowy landscapes covered in blood, the eerie calm between attacks, everything adds to its chilling tone. This isn't a story about romance or style, it's pure terror, primal and relentless. A dark, gripping experience that shows what real horror feels like when the sun never rises. Number 9. Quarantine. A television reporter, Angela Vidal, and her cameraman Scott spend the night covering a story about firefighters on duty in Los Angeles. Everything seems normal until a late-night emergency call takes them to a small apartment building. Inside, they find something strange: screams, confusion, and people acting violently. Soon after, the building is sealed off by the authorities, and no one is allowed to leave. From that moment, their night turns into pure terror. The story unfolds entirely through the camera they're filming with, which makes everything feel extremely real and intense. The sound of footsteps, the shaky movements, the narrow hallways, it all creates a feeling of panic that never stops growing. The movie doesn't rely on fancy effects or fake-looking monsters. Instead, it uses atmosphere and chaos to make you feel trapped with the characters. Jennifer Carpenter gives a raw and convincing performance. Her fear feels absolutely real. Quarantine is one of those thrillers that grabs you by the throat from the first scene and doesn't let go until the last second. Dark, fast-paced, and terrifyingly realistic. Number 8. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Julie James is still haunted by the terrifying events of last summer. She tries to move on with her life and forget everything that happened, but nightmares and guilt keep following her. When she unexpectedly wins a vacation trip to the Bahamas with her friends, it feels like a perfect chance to escape and start over. However, once they arrive, strange incidents begin to unfold, and soon it becomes clear that the past has found its way back. At first glance, the movie seems like a typical slasher filled with jump scares and teenage panic, but in reality, it carries a darkly fun tone mixed with tropical tension. The film focuses more on the atmosphere and the sense of being trapped rather than pure horror. Jennifer Love Hewitt once again delivers an emotional and intense performance, keeping the audience invested till the end. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is less about deep mystery and more about that classic late 90s horror vibe. Colorful, fast-paced, and packed with suspenseful moments that keep Number 7. The Ring. Rachel Keller is a journalist who lives alone with her young son in Seattle. When a mysterious videotape surfaces, rumored to kill anyone who watches it in 7 days, she begins to investigate its origins and the strange mystery surrounding it. With the help of her skeptical ex, Rachel digs deeper into a dark and twisted puzzle. The tension slowly builds as eerie signs and unexplained events start haunting her life. The movie blends mystery with horror, relying on creeping dread rather than constant jump scares, and the atmosphere is chillingly realistic. A captivating horror thriller in which Naomi Watts delivers a grounded and gripping performance, and the story keeps you engaged from start to finish without giving anything away. Number 6. Law-abiding citizen. Clyde Shelton lives a normal life with his family until a tragic event shatters everything. Feeling betrayed by the justice system, he decides to take matters into his own hands. Nick Rice, a young prosecutor who usually wins cases easily, suddenly finds himself in a deadly game. Shelton meticulously plans each move, forcing Rice and the authorities to react. The movie is full of tense moments and clever traps. Gerard Butler perfectly fits the role of the vengeful man who never gives up. Jamie Foxx balances the story as the determined prosecutor, struggling with his own morals. The film shows the thin line between justice and revenge, a gripping crime thriller with action, suspense, and psychological battles. Watching the confrontation between Shelton and Rice keeps you on edge from start to finish. The cinematography and dark tone make the city feel like another character. Small details like phone calls and surveillance add realism to the story. Each twist keeps the audience guessing and intensifies the tension. Overall, Law-Abiding Citizen is intense, clever, and perfectly acted. It's one of those films that stays in your mind long after the credits roll. Number 5. Green Room. A punk band on tour ends up playing at a remote venue in the woods. After the show, they witness something they shouldn't. Trapped inside the green room, they have to fight for survival. The place is run by dangerous neo-Nazis who won't let anything slide. The tension builds quickly and never lets up. Small details like locked doors and creeping footsteps make every scene tense. Patrick Stewart perfectly fits the chilling role of the ruthless leader. The band members have to use their wits and whatever they can find to survive. The movie is brutal but realistic and keeps you at the edge of your seat. every confrontation feels dangerous and unpredictable. It's a thriller with action, suspense, and a very dark tone. The claustrophobic setting makes the fear feel real. Green Room is intense, clever, and shocking in the best way. Watching the struggle between the band and their enemies keeps you hooked till the very end. Number 4. Molly's Game. Molly Bloom was once a world-class skier until an injury changed her life. She builds a high-stakes underground poker empire, hosting celebrities, athletes, and wealthy businessmen. As the stakes rise, so does the pressure from law enforcement. Molly must navigate tricky situations using her intelligence, charm, and nerves. Jessica Chastain perfectly captures the determination and complexity of Molly. Aaron Sorkin's direction makes the story fast-paced and full of sharp dialogue. The movie blends drama, suspense, and real human emotion effortlessly. It's not just about poker, but also about ambition, loyalty, and consequences. Every scene adds depth to Molly's journey and the people around her. The tension keeps building until the very end without losing the story's focus. Molly's Game is engaging, clever, and full of surprises. A thrilling story of risk, power, and resilience. Number 3. The Hurt Locker. A U.S. Army bomb disposal team operates in Iraq under constant threat. Sergeant William James takes charge with skill and reckless confidence. Each mission is tense and unpredictable, as every second could be their last. The team has to balance fear, duty, and personal limits in a war zone. Jeremy Renner delivers a gripping performance as the intense and daring James. The movie captures the claustrophobia, adrenaline, and chaos of war realistically. Small details like defusing bombs and tense conversations add authenticity. The cinematography and sound design make you feel every heartbeat and explosion. It's a thriller that's more psychological than action-packed, exploring courage and obsession. The film keeps you on edge from start to finish without slowing down. The Hurt Locker is intense, gripping, and thought-provoking, a powerful war drama that shows the human side of soldiers under extreme pressure. Number 2. Point Break. Johnny Utah is an undercover FBI agent assigned to catch a group of daring bank robbers. To get close, he immerses himself in the extreme world of surfing and adrenaline sports. Bodie, the leader, lives life on the edge and challenges Utah's limits. The movie blends action, suspense, and thrilling stunts with high energy. Keanu Reeves brings charm and determination to the role of Utah. Patrick Swayze perfectly fits as the fearless, philosophical Bodie. The surfing scenes, skydiving, and heists keep the tension high. It's not just about crime, but also about loyalty, trust, and freedom. The pacing is fast, and every chase or stunt feels risky and real. Point Break is a classic action thriller that keeps you hooked from start to finish. A mix of adrenaline, strategy, and moral dilemmas makes it unforgettable. Number 1. The Lincoln Lawyer. Mickey Haller is a slick defense attorney who works out of his car, traveling the streets of Los Angeles. He takes on cases that others might avoid, using his charm and legal skills to navigate tricky situations. When a wealthy client hires him for what seems like an open and shut case, things quickly get complicated. Haller must balance clever strategy, courtroom drama, and personal ethics to uncover the truth. Matthew McConaughey perfectly fits the role of the confident and witty lawyer. The movie blends suspense, drama, and clever plot twists that keep you guessing. Small details in investigations and courtroom tactics make the story feel realistic. It's not just about law, but also about moral choices, trust, and deception. The pacing is tight, and the tension builds steadily until the very end. The Lincoln Lawyer is smart, engaging, and highly entertaining for anyone who enjoys legal thrillers. The interactions between Haller and his clients show how tricky and layered legal work can be. Even minor characters add depth to the story, making the world feel lived in. Watching Howler think on his feet, deal with pressure, and face unexpected turns keeps you hooked. Overall, it's a clever, thrilling ride with sharp dialogue, suspenseful twists, and strong performances. That's it for our top 12 thrillers streaming this October 2025. Which one are you planning to watch first? Drop your picks in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed the list, and don't forget to subscribe for more streaming recommendations every month.